Why, Pav, those people bring me to the mandap and make me sit beside another person. I guess he is the groom. They make me sit beside him and priest starts speaking holy chants. Why, thought, now what should I do? If this keeps going I will get married to this person and I don't want to marry stranger. Rohan is waiting for me but I can't even get up otherwise my uncle's men will caught me and bring me back and he will get me married to that old man. Ah, this is so frustrating. What should I do now? Jungkookff, those people bring me to some place which is beautifully decorated with different flowers. Fire was lighted in the middle and one person was sitting there and he was doing something. He was looking like some priest. Those person made me sit in opposite to that person. After few minutes, they bring a girl. That girl sat beside me. I looked at her. Her face was covered with veil but she was looking beautiful in her attire. But I don't want to get married to her. Your look. Jungkook thought, now what should I do? If I get up and told them that I am not the person I am. Sure I will get a beating. But I don't want to marry. I am so frustrated. You both are deep in your thinking when suddenly priest spoke gaining your both attention. Priest, now you both forward your right hand. Jungkook didn't understand what priest is saying but he didn't want to look dumb so he pretended to understand. He waited for you do the ritual first and copied you. Both you and Jungkook didn't spoke anything and kept doing what priest. Why, thought, why he is always waiting for me to do the ritual first. But why am I caring? My priority should be thinking of a way to get rid of marriage. After all the rituals, priest, now you both stand up for circles. You both kept on sitting because Jungkook wasn't understanding a single thing and was waiting for you to do something and you were waiting for him to stand up first. Everyone looked at you with frown. Priest spoke again. Priest, you both please stand up. But you both still didn't move. Everyone looked at each other. Taehyung went near Jungkook and whispered in his ear. Taehyung, Jungkook, why are you sitting like statue? Taehyung whispered in Jungkook's ear. Jungkook, because I am not understanding a single thing. Jungkook whispered back to Taehyung. Taehyung looked at him with pity eyes because he also not understanding a single thing. Taehyung, I guess they are asking you to stand up, whispered Jungkook, but why? Whispered Taehyung, I don't know, shrugged shoulders. Jungkook took a deep sigh and decides to follow his best friend's advice. Jungkook, stand up. Seeing him standing, you also decides to stand up. You tried to stand up but your attire was very heavy so you were facing difficulty. Jungkook understand your situation and extended his hand towards you to help you in standing. You looked up at him and then at his hand. Jungkook's face was covered so you didn't saw his face. You hesitated but gave your hand in his and stand up. Jungkookff, priest asked us to stand. At first I didn't understand but taking Taehyung's advice, I did stand. Then I looked at the girl who was beside me. I saw her struggling with her dress while standing so I extended my hands to her. She looked at me though her face was covered but still I can figure out that she was shocked. She looked at me and then my hand. She hesitated at first but then hold my hand and stand up. My heartbeat started beating fast when her soft hands touched with my rough ones. I don't know what this feeling is but this is first time I am feeling this feeling. Her hand was very soft and delicate and small. They fit perfectly in mine. Why, Pav, I was waiting for the person beside to stand up as priest asked but he sit still. I was also sitting still because I don't know what to do anymore. Suddenly that person's friend spoke something in his ear. Then that person stand up. I was also going to stand but my dress was very heavy. Suddenly I saw someone's hand in front of me. I looked at him and then at his hand. I hesitated a bit at first but finally hold his hand. His hand was little rough and big compared to mine. My hand was looking very small in his. Then I stand up. When I hold his hand I don't know why but I felt butterflies in my stomach. After completing all the 7 rounds you both took your places again. Why, thought, why my is so fast. Jungkook thought, why my heartbeat is so fast. You both take your place back. Priest, now you make her wear Mongol Sutra and fill her head with vermilion. After saying that priest extended a small box filled with vermilion in Jungkook's direction. Jungkook didn't understand anything but by the gesture of priest he did understand that he is asking him fill vermilion in your forehead. Jungkookff, after completing 7 rounds around fire we both took our seats back. Then the priest said something in Hindi which I didn't understand. Priest extended a box filled with red powder in my direction. By his gesture I did understand that he is asking me to fill the red powder in her forehead and I did. I took a pinch of that powder from the box and filled it in her forehead without lifting her veil by sliding my head under her veil. Then the priest gave me a necklace and gestured me to tie it around her neck and I did. Why, Pav, he filled my headline with sindoor, vermilion and put Mongol Sutra around my neck. I closed my eyes thinking that now I am married. I am married to someone I don't know and I haven't even seen his face yet. I know nothing about this person who is now my husband. I don't know now what should I do. I ran away from home to get rid of marriage and now I am married. What kind of fate is this? Priest, now you both are husband and wife. As soon as priest completed his words everything was still. No one spoke anything. No one have any words to speak. But then suddenly a loud voice of gunshot was heard and everyone start running. You also came out from your thinking to look what happened but before any of you could understand what's happened some people came and pointed gun at you. Everyone was beyond shock but before anyone can react the person pointing gun at you spoke. How you dare marry him? All looked at that person but then suddenly another gunshot was heard and another group of people came. How you dare to trick us you old man? Now everyone's eyes turned in that direction and saw some other people who also had guns coming to you all. Those people come closer to you all and spoke. You promised that my daughter will be the only one to become your daughter-in-law then how come this girl married to your son? You lied to Jae. Jae, I never lied. It's your daughter who ran away from wedding and married to this person Joy. Joy, don't you dare to put blame on my daughter when your son is clearly at fault. Jae, how good you are at lying, laughs sarcastically, it's definitely your daughter. I specially hired men to make sure that my son get married to your daughter. They both started arguing while Jungkook and Taehyung looked at them all confused. Jungkook, why, are they your parents? You both asked each other in whispered tone at the same time. Then looked at each other and gave a slight nod and no at the same time. Jungkook, I guess there is huge misunderstanding. Why, muhe bi sa hai lag da hai. You spoke in Hindi but Jungkook didn't understand so he asked. Jungkook, what, why, I said that I think same that they have some misunderstanding. Jae, if you don't believe me ask these men. He looked at the other 3 people who were standing there. They are the same people who bring you to the mandap. Jae, tell them. Random person 1, sir they both are your daughter and son only. Joy, stop lying because this girl is not my daughter. There is my daughter, Shalini. Joy spoke while pointing to the girl who is standing behind her father. Jae, if she is your daughter then who is she? He spoke in shock, open her veil. Random person 3B. Joy, she must be your son's girlfriend. But before he can speak any further a sudden voice came. Dad. Everyone turned to that direction. Jae, son. Jae looked at him with complete shock but what shocked him more was a girl standing near him in bridal outfit. Rudrit, Dad, I am sorry but I don't want to marry Shalini so I ran away from wedding. Jae, what? Joy, see this is your son's fault. Shalini, Dad please stop. I am the one who helped him in running because I also love someone. Joy, what? Now there was complete silence. Everyone was in statue state. Jae decided to broke the silence. Jae, you idiots who 2 people did you get married together? Random person 2, sir we. Jae, shut up. Joy, you 2 show us your faces. You and Jungkook gave each other a look and open up your veil to show faces. When those people saw your faces they spoke. Random person 3, who are you 2? And you pointing at Jungkook, you don't even look like an Indian, who are you? Jungkook, irritated, I was telling you all that you 3 are getting the wrong person. I am not the groom. Even my friend tried to explain you but no. You all dragged me here forcefully and get me married. Those 3 people were now looking down because of embarrassment. Joy, sir, I don't know who you are and you don't even look Indian but what's happened is happened. I know this is our people's fault but now you are married. There is no point in getting angry. Jungkook, why? Why shouldn't I get angry? Do you even understanding what these so-called people did? They got me married, freaking married. Jae, sir, we apologize. Jungkook, I don't need your apology. Jae, just tell us how much money you need to keep your mouth. Jungkook, scoffed, you really thinks I need your useless money? Just Google about me. I am filthy rich. All gave each other looks. Jungkook took a deep sigh and spoke. Jungkook, now please leave before I lost my temper and burst on you all. Your stupid men's had already done too much. Jae, we apologize again. They both start leaving but Jae came back and spoke. Jae, sir, I understand that this has accidentally happened but still now this girl is wearing vermilion of your name. Please accept her. I know I am in no place to say this but I am saying this for your own good. I had no evil intentions. After saying that he left. But before anyone react anymore suddenly another gunshot was heard. All looked at the direction and your eyes went wide. As soon as you looked at the direction of gunfire a shiver went down your spine seeing your uncle and his men standing there. You gulped but decided to not to show your fear. Uncle, you ungrateful girl. How dare you run away from your wedding and marry someone else? Jungkook who was all frustrated by now spoke. Jungkook, you know this girl. Uncle, yes, she is my brother's daughter. After my brother died me and my wife take her in and take care of her. We arranged her marriage but she ran away. Now how will me and my wife face this society? After saying that he started crying. But only you know the cruelty behind these tears in his true face. Jungkook and Taehyung both looked at you. You nodded your head sideways gesturing that he is lying. Why, no, please listen to me. He is lying, but before you can complete your uncle cutted you in between and spoke. Uncle, daughter how can you say that I am lying? Why, I know that we are your uncle and aunt but we never loved you less than a daughter. He spoke while crying but you only scoffed internally at his comment. You were again going to spoke your uncle spoke again. Uncle, if you didn't wanted to marry him you could have told me why did you embarrass your aunt and me. Sir, I know that this marriage happened accidentally and you have no interest in this marriage so I request you to give my niece to me. We will forget that we ever met or my niece got married to you. Please, it's a matter of our reputation. Jungkook and Taehyung were very shocked hearing your uncle. Your uncle started crying. Your eyes widened hearing your uncle. How can someone be this much pretentious you thought to yourself? Jungkook, miss. But you cut off him in between. Why, no, it's not true he is lying. He wanted me to marry an old man. He sold me to some old man for money. Please believe me sir. Uncle, how can you frame me like this daughter? I took care of you like your own dad. I might have failed but I will never do something so cheap. Your tears also start flowing thinking about the consequences. Jungkook saw you crying and his heart ached but he don't know why. Jungkook thought why my heart is aching that too for a girl whom I don't even know properly. Why her tears are affecting me. Why, Jungkook, miss, He wanted to speak but your tears are making him weak. He don't know what to do. Jungkook took a deep sigh. He don't know what to do. He can handle big business empires but he is facing difficulty in handling a girl whom he don't even know and accidentally got married to. Your uncle saw Jungkook's confused face and him looking to you with soft eyes. He understands that his plan is not working. He start losing his patience. Jungkook, I understand what you mean but I don't think it's right. Hearing Jungkook's word you felt a little relief and Taehyung felt confused but your uncle lose all his patience seeing his plan being failed. Uncle, fine then. I will drag her with force. Let me see what you can do. You are only 2 and we are 10. Let's see if you can stop me or not. She will only marry the man of my choice and I don't care about other things. With that, your uncle hold your wrist tightly and start dragging you with him. Taehyung eyes widened, but before he can drag you more, someone hold your other wrist, stopping you. You and your uncle both looked at that person and it was Jungkook. Jungkook pulled you to him and hid you behind him. It reminded you about the airplane incidents. Jungkook, sir, I know that it is a matter of your reputation, but in any case I had already married to your niece. I hope you can understand that it's not right to pretend that things never happened. Also, what happened is happened, but now she is my wife any case and I wouldn't let you force my wife no matter who you are to her. Also, I have heard that this necklace pointing to Mongol Sutra and this red powder, referring to vermilion, holds a big significance in marriages and I have filled her forehead with this and she is wearing necklace of my name, so if any of you dare to hurt her or do something without her will, I will make sure you all suffer. Uncle, who will stop us? You too. He laughed sarcastically, we outnumber you. Jungkook smirked, you really thinks you outnumber us? Jungkook spoke with a smirk plastered and raised eyebrows, to which Taehyung and you becomes confused and your uncle started laughing thinking Jungkook is joking. Uncle, oh no, I am so afraid. Your uncle spoke in baby voice pretending to be afraid but then started laughing, but then suddenly